Now, the Minister of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Sam Nate-George, has set out an interagency data pricing committee to provide a roadmap that will show a reduction in the cost of data.
Data cost over here is still very outrageous, so expensive. I don't know why we have to bear the cost of production for these multinational companies. Why should that be? And they have the upper hand because these days, almost everybody is using data to do something now. You are either using data to send a voice note to someone, or send a picture or a video somewhere, or you are browsing the internet to research something or whatever, or you are producing content, whatever, or maybe you just want to entertain yourself. And because of that, they don't care. This is not their country. If you ask them, what they'll tell you is that they pay taxes and their cost of production is high and they are paying huge tariffs and what. At the end of the day, they collect these huge volumes of revenue and they take home. Unfortunately, some of our big guys who are supposed to be talking for us are just occupying their offices. After all, at the end of the month, they receive tens of thousands of cedis as their salaries plus other compensations. So when you are saying that data is very expensive, they don't get what you're talking about, and they don't really care until maybe there is some forum somewhere where they have to talk as if they are really working for the ordinary person. And somebody will be sitting somewhere and say, why are you talking about it? You are not the only one using data, so shut down. Well, I am not ashamed of complaining that data cost is high and something should be done about it. Yesterday I was watching news and I saw some good news. It's like something positive has started. Like Sam George or not, as radical as he is, that is what we need for situations like this. So take a look.
The focus of the committee is not for you to tell the ministry why data is priced at its current price point. The ministry and the minister are fully aware. The purpose of this committee is to show a roadmap that will lead to a reduction in the cost of data. And so instead of us having one proposal from one MN, one bundle offering, I want a holistic review that even as you take care of your enterprise customers, you're minded about the young Ghanaian students who need data to do research for their educational work and studies. The content producers, the young men and women we've not been able to, as a country, provide with an 8-to-5 job.
Yeah.
This is a great committee to bring. I'm sure we'll bring the roadmap. Some of the things we'll be able to implement. Some of them will be short-term, some of them, So I think we'll all go with it. And the last one also is even for us as consumers, because the way we consume data contributes to the cost of it. The fact that we don't have most of our servers sitting here, and for basic services that we have to do, we don't use our internal system, but we have to go onto the international gateway.
You see, people like this, when there's an issue like this, they come and then they talk as if they really have the ordinary Ghanaian at heart. But a person like this is a typical 9-to-5 worker, or let me say even 9-to-7 or something, depending on where he is. So he goes to work for almost the whole day. The internet he's using at the office, it is most likely that he's not even paying for the internet he's using at the office there from morning to evening, whether it's free Wi-Fi, whether it is Starlink, whether it's whatever kind of internet service, he's just using it. When he closes from work, the internet that he's going to use, whether he's paying whatever amount that he's paying, it's not actually a big deal for him, because when you are complaining that the data is expensive, he doesn't get what you're talking about. He takes huge sums of money at the end of the month. So even if you are paying about 200 cedis for data and you are complaining that the 200 cedis is expensive, people like this do not understand why you say 200 cedis is expensive. You see? And there are these lobbies that are going around talking to these people and convincing them with all sorts of things. And at the end of the day, if you are not lucky, things do not go well. This man, Dr. Thomas Mensah, was roaming about all over here. Where were people like this? So that they could have worked with Dr. Thomas Mensah to at least convince the government to set up an internet company for us. We do not have our own internet company. So people like the MTN people and the Telecel people can just come and they are using the ordinary Ghanaian as a milking cow, a cash cow. Every day they are milking cedis out of us, and they do not care. Then some of these companies, when they get up and they put up a 6-classroom block, Then they go and get some cameras and some advertising companies somewhere to give them a very beautiful video, and they go to the TV stations and make noise of it, trying to show that they are doing something that is social responsibility or what. How much is a 6-class room block juxtaposed against the revenue that you people are making, juxtaposed against the taxes and whatnot that you are paying? Sometimes they'll mention the taxes and it will be in millions, and you say, oh, they are paying a lot. But have you compared how much they are paying to how much they are making every day? Well, I am praying that this committee that the minister has set up would work for us. We need the data to go down. We need it to go down. It's not a luxury, it's now a necessity. Gone are the days when data or internet was a luxury to some people. It's now a necessity. It's like when you come to the north here. Some years back, air conditions were a luxury. These days, it's not. It's a necessity. We need the data, and it must be cheap. The problem we have is that these multinational companies, they have a way around these people who have the power to change decisions or to effect some positive thing. You see, they have their negotiators and all that. They push in money, and before you realize, these are our big guys. Sometimes we just go to these forums, or maybe they stand in front of the camera or some microphone and talk. At the end of the day, they are doing what the multinationals want. Tokenism. And it's about time we get our own telecom company. Ghana Telecom has been destroyed, yes. All that is bygones. We need our own telecom company now. There are a lot of scientists from Ghana working abroad that can help. There are Chinese. Who will talk to these Chinese tech billionaires to come and invest in Ghana, in Africa? There's a lot of money in it. These people are just bluffing every day.